In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, we thank Allah for His coming in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever. We thank Allah for His prophets and servants, for the scriptures that they brought. We thank Him for Moses and the Torah, for Jesus and the Gospel, and for Muhammad and the Quran. Peace be upon these worthy servants of Allah. If I lived to be 1,000, I don't think I would ever be able to thank Allah enough for His intervention in our affairs and for His raising up one from among us to lead, teach, and guide us into the path of Islam, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, His messenger to us, the Messiah. My dear brothers and sisters, thank you for your patience. I see a lot of questions, so I'm going to get right to the questions. Now, of course, every question that you ask can be answered short or long. So I'm going to try not to shortchange your question, but to answer it as succinctly but as fully as I possibly can. The first question is probably one of the hardest of the night. How did Allah God appear in the person of Master Farad Muhammad? Was Allah a spirit before entering? Wouldn't that make Allah a spook? Where is He now? And are we to pray and worship Master Farad Muhammad? All of these are very excellent questions. And they're not only questions on the mind of sincere and committed Muslims, particularly Orthodox Muslims, but they are questions on the mind of any believer in God. So let us get to the answer. First, we must understand the nature of this universe in which we live. Allah is the creator of all that we see. And there is a world that is seen, and there is a world that is unseen. Everything that you see is related to something unseen. You see the earth, but you don't see the power that controls the earth. Is that true? The Quran says that you see the planets floating on in their orbits. They're not upheld by any pillars, but yet they are upheld. And the power that upholds the planet that is seen is a power that is unseen yet real. Okay. Now, the majesty of the unseen is manifested by what you see. If you did not see the planet, see the sun, see the moon, see the stars, you would not look for the power that created it. So it is the seen that leads you to discover the unseen. Am I making sense? Now, when you look at the sun, 93 million miles from the earth, huge ball of fire, 856,000 miles in diameter. The sun is also moving by a power, but the power that moves the sun is unseen. But the sun represents the unseen power that you don't see, but is manifested through what you see. All right. The smallest particle of matter was known to be an atom. In the atom, there are electrons, neutron, proton, still particles of matter, so minuscule that you cannot see it with the naked eye. Now the scientists have broken the atom down into even smaller parts called a quark. This is what they call Q-U-A-R-K. But this is a tiny particle of matter, but yet even the tiniest particle of matter has an unseen force that is moving that matter. Okay, now that we clear that, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that the most mysterious force in the universe is electricity. You do not know the beginning of electricity, and you can't find the end of electricity, but electricity is in everything. But now, here we have lights. But these lights are manifestations of a power that is unseen. You can't touch electricity, but it is conducted through something that you see. The best conductor of electricity is gold and silver, but it's too expensive to put gold and silver in a building to conduct electricity, so they put copper wiring, right? Electricity does not wear out, but copper does. Talk to me. Okay, now, what am I saying? Even when the copper wears out and there's a shortage in the bulb, you don't say electricity has worn out. You just say the copper has worn out. We replace the copper, but you don't replace electricity. Come on, talk to me. All right, we're talking on God now. You cannot separate spirit from matter. Just like you cannot separate energy from form, matter. Well, then how do you separate spirit from that which manifests it? You can't do it. When you separate copper from the electricity, you don't have any more manifestation of the electric power. Even though the power is present, you can't see its presence or feel its presence until it is conducted through something. Master Farad Muhammad was born of a woman in 1877. Stop right there. Well, if this man was born in 1877, he cannot be the originator of the heavens and the earth. When we say our prayers, we say, surely I have turned myself to thee, O Allah, to him who originated the heavens and the earth. You didn't say to it who originated the heavens and the earth. You said what? To him. Him. This Quran is a book based on the highest principles of mathematics. the language of the Quran is